Welcome to my Let's Play. I'm just gonna do a little overview of the Sims I'll be playing, and then I'm gonna show you where they're gonna be living in the house that I built. It took me a little while to build it with all the little itty gritty details, but yeah, I'll be showing that after I introduce my Sims. So this is my first Sim. Her name is Victoria Mason, and she is a witch. She's a young adult and one of the main adults that I'll be playing with throughout the Let's Play. I'm not sure how many episodes I'll be having yet, but it'll be like maybe up to 15, 20, perhaps. Um, so her personality is her traits are she's an angler. She's a cat person. She's dramatic. She has a green thumb. And she's a natural cook. And her lifetime wish is to be an alchemy artisan, which is reaching level 10 in the alchemy skill. And she wants to use 50 alchemy elixirs. Her favorites are Stew Surprise. Her favorite music is dark wave, and her favorite color is purple.
Chan Bobby Pazzle.
And she is a Scorpio. So that is Victoria Mason, and I will be showing my next two in just a second after I show her outfits. So this is my second sim. Her name is Anastasia Mason. She is Victoria's teenage daughter. She is also a witch, and her personality is her traits are she's an artistic, she's a cat person, she's irresistible, and she's also a night owl. Her favorite food is autumn salad, dark wave music, and red is her favorite color.
Wazogi Dinja Niskubu.
And she is an Aries. So this is her daughter. She's gonna be a big part of the Let's Play. I don't know, I would say she's very artistic and kind of quiet and keeps to herself really, but she's very curious. She's a very curious sim, I'm gonna say. But yeah, and on to our last sim in just a second. sim. His name is Sebastian Von Trapp, and he's a vampire. He's a teenager as well. He's not the son of Victoria, but he's an old friend of hers son. The story about that is that she took off when he was a little kid because she felt as though couldn't she didn't want to be a parent. She didn't like children. She was more of a darker sim, and she just felt as though she wasn't a fit mom, and so she just left him at her friend Victoria's house and took off. I'm gonna I'm thinking about maybe like going a little more into that as some of the episodes or you know, some more videos come out. I'm not sure where it's gonna take me, but yeah. So his personality is that he is. I made him as a bookworm. I made him brooding. I made him a great kisser and a night owl. His favorite food is lobster thermidor, even though the vampires in this game drink plasma juice or blood, really. But yeah, I thought that was a little bit strange that they still ask vampires to have a favorite food, but don't question EA. Um, Dark wave is his favorite music, and Irish green is his favorite color.
Zondel Matzo, Tor.
And he is a Gemini. I am gonna make him he's gonna be a very secluded person. I kind of made him brooding for that reason. He's is a really big loner and keeps to himself, and he just kind of doesn't feel very welcome in the house because, well, Victoria is very eerie of him. She's not really sure that he's safe to be around her daughter, but they kind of grew up together and just meshed well together. So she hasn't really done anything about it, but she's still a little bit on edge about his habits and whatnot because he is a vampire. But yeah, so I'm kind of making that his little backstory there. But so in just a minute, I'll be showing the house and giving you a little bit of a tour and some pictures. Kind of bear with me here because I'm not used to the all the controls for it when it comes to video doing videos and stuff. But yeah, so just bear with me and thanks for sticking around this far. Alrighty, so here's a little view of the house. Just kinda gonna get around and show you around in it. And I built this in about, took me a little while to build. I think got in the mood of more of Halloween when I started building it. It was around the middle of October, and it took me about, I think maybe like, well, because I'm a student, and I had to make sure to focus on my studies, but it took me around a week and a half to build or so. But yeah, so here I'll give you guys a little inside tour. It's kind of a little bit, it's annoying. I always get so annoyed when I have to do this. But yeah, alrighty. Let's see. Okay, so it's alright. So this is the little entrance here. I could zoom in. This is the living room area with the TV room and I have a lot of pictures and a lot of darker woods in here. I try to mix it with some purples and greens mostly. I got a little bone Hilda. Right there is just a really small bathroom. I'm not going to include it, but it's just a little tiny bathroom. And through this way here is the dining room. And a little snake. I had to have some of these pictures and like the snake feature here. And then through here is a little bar and where someone they could sit down by the fire and maybe do some reading or something like that. And there's the back door, which I will get to when I'm done giving the grand tour of the house. Here is the kitchen. This is the kitchen here. I'm a really big sucker for details when I do building in my Sims houses. I don't really do the let's builds or the speed builds, but I just try to I pay attention to details, and it sometimes takes me a really long time to do. So yeah, this is the first floor, and go back into. This is the little landing where they have I have a little phone here. If I can just there we go. Okay. There's a little nook, a little place to sit down. And this is Victoria's room. So the mom. I know I said purple was her favorite color, but I put a lot of green in this room. It's my main focus, but dark woods. I really like this. Like, I would just love to have a house, like live in a little house like this, or rather a bigger house like this. But yeah. There's that one. And this is Anastasia's room. See, she's painting, doing her thing. This is her little area. She wants to have a friend over, and now this is gonna be a cool thing to focus on. This little dragon egg here. I've never actually used this object before. I've never really played with Dragon Valley, so I think this would be a really cool. This is gonna be a really cool thing. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, and this is her bed here. I try to focus a lot. I put a lot of curtains in this house, and you know, I like I said, I try to pay attention to details. I'm really bad for that. Kind of where I get lost in a lot of my buildings. This is the bathroom. It's a pretty big bathroom. At first, I was gonna make this like one of the a bedroom, but and I realized I didn't really carve out a space for the bathroom on this floor, and I said, well, I might as well make a bigger bathroom where downstairs is just a toilet and a sink, and has the little cat litter, and yeah, kind of cool, I guess. So, and now I'll go upstairs. Alrighty, so this floor is where a lot of the magic happens, quite literally. I use some of the magic sets. I put a lot of wands everywhere. I did that. So, and then this is, the book area, the library, and then through this little hallway here, I have Victoria practicing at her alchemy station. Like I said, wands kind of everywhere. A lot of clutter, a lot of rugs, a lot of deep reds and darker tones in this room. And then here, I haven't got them to open that door yet, but this is where oh, it is. Okay, cool. I didn't realize I could go in there. Yeah, he is in there. All right. Well, this is where he is, where he's going to be staying, Sebastian. I have a little, I'm gonna have a computer, a desk, 'cause I'm going to get him to do some writing, some boxes with clutter. I'm going to make him play the guitar. And I have a little mini fridge there so he doesn't have to really do anything he doesn't have to go very far to get plasma if he needs it. And yeah, this is his little coffin and secret room, really. I don't know if I'm going to really have anybody come in here. I'm mostly just going to focus more on that's going to be his space. Yeah, I guess I should show you outside now. The little, like I said, the little details of outside. I really liked this fairy statue. I thought it was a really nice touch. It's from Showtime. A lot of the house is made up of different objects from different expansions. I have every one of them, but I have every expansion except for Into the Future. I wasn't really too crazy on this idea. Like, it was just that idea of that expansion. A lot of cool building objects, though, that I've seen. But yeah, so, and a lot of custom content. I'm a big user of custom content. Yeah, but this is, one of the cars, and that bike is going to be for Sebastian. I think he'd be the type to ride a motorcycle. I got and also a lot of these items, like a lot of the statues and stuff, were by debug mode. I really like that. I really like that little feature that you can get by entering the cheat. And I put some fish spawners in the pond. There's just a little sitting area. I got a little fairy house and a sundial. I know the fairy house isn't really necessary because we don't have a fairy living in the house, but it is a supernatural let's play mostly. So yeah, so it's going quite slowly, but this is their little greenhouse I made because I made Victoria a green thumb, and so that her potted plants and her trees and just different things. They're little. I think this is the cutest thing in Seasons. I thought it was just a really cool object. And a little pumpkin patch there, and just a little entrance, the back entrance that I mentioned earlier. I just think it's really the way I'm doing this tour. Like, the weather for it is really fitting. I find just very nice. I love I love Moonlight Falls. It's very nice. I almost call it Mystic Falls from Vampire Diaries. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so there's a little fireplace little fire hole out here. There's a little easel where one of them can paint. A little sitting area over there, barbecue, a gem cutter. Because I put a couple of spawners on the thing, and there's a lot of plants, and just kind of make it look really rustic. And the big dead tree here. I think it was a custom content one. yeah, a couple of custom contents. But yeah, so that's pretty much the view of the house, the tour of the house. Sorry, I think it's so funny because right now it's raining in the game, and it's a little like, who wants ice cream on a rainy day like this? Like, come on, come on, what were you thinking? Then again, it is a mystic world, so who knows? Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll be getting started on the actual Let's Play in the next video. So if you like it, just give it a thumbs up or make a comment. If you did stick around for this whole video, thank you. And yeah, thanks guys. Have a good one.